Good day, spiritual seekers from Celestial Medium. Welcome to an inner journey of transformation and self-discovery. In this second episode of our Spiritual Alchemy series, where we explore timeless wisdom to illuminate our spiritual paths and uncover the divinity within. Today, we delve into the profound concept of non-duality and oneness, uncovering the truth that you are not separate from the divine. In fact, you are an embodiment of the divine. Let's embark on this transformative exploration together. Non-duality, often referred to as oneness, asserts that all is one. This idea resonates across spiritual traditions such as Buddhism, Hinduism, and Christian mysticism. It reveals that the separation we perceive between ourselves and others, between you and the universe, or you and God, is an illusion. In contrast, duality is the paradigm through which most followers of religion view the world. Dual thought forms provide a useful structure, a way to categorize experiences and beliefs into opposing and distinct characteristics. Duality can be seen in pairs like hot and cold, and light and dark. However, it is an illusion. Consider hot and cold. Where does hot and cold begin? It is all relative. These seemingly opposites are ends of a spectrum. Non-duality asserts that distinctions such as self and other, good and bad, or light and darkness are illusions created by the mind. At the ultimate level of reality, everything is one unified whole. Non-duality doesn't deny the existence of polarity. Instead, it points to a deeper truth where the distinctions dissolve. It emphasizes that opposites arise from the same source and are ultimately expressions of the same underlying reality. From the divine perspective, distinctions like nationality, gender, or socioeconomic status lose their hold on us. We learn to see the Creator in all things and to love as the Creator loves, unconditionally. Advaita Vedanta is a Hindu philosophy that emphasizes the oneness of the individual soul and the ultimate reality. The term Advaita literally translates to non-secondness or non-dualism. This means apparent separation between you and other beings, you and God, or you and the universe, is an illusion. In truth, there is no division. Non-duality is the belief that entities do not exist in opposition to one another or separate from one another. Non-duality or oneness are synonymous with the concept of absolute unity. To be clear, we are not speaking of similar or somewhat like individuals or things. You are everything, every being, every emotion, every event, every situation. You are unity. You are infinity. You are love and light. You are all. This is the law of one. Imagine a vast ocean. Each wave, ripple, or droplet appears distinct, but they're all made of the same water. A wave in the ocean rises, takes form, and then dissolves back into the ocean. The wave is never separate from the ocean. In the same way, you are never separate from the divine source. That is the essence of oneness. We are all unique expressions of one universal source of light. Another analogy is that of the disco ball. A disco ball is one unified piece of matter. However, when a light source hits the surface, the disco reflects light in many directions due to its surface being covered with numerous small, angled mirrors which scatter the light when it hits them. Essentially, each mirror on the ball reflects the light, resulting in a multitude of light beams hitting different surfaces. In essence, the Creator is the ball and the infinite source of light, and we are reflections of Him. These reflections are as infinite as the matter you see around you and the beings in this universe. Oneness is a spiritual philosophy centered around the idea that all things, all beings, all energy, all existence are fundamentally one with God. At its core, it's a message of unity. Separation is an illusion, and everything we experience is an expression of the same infinite creator. Once we not only come to understand this, but embody this within our mind, body, and spirit, we will harmonize with the universe. Acceptance of this means beginning to see the illusions that are in front of us, including the cyclical nature of all things, from mood swings to seasons. The illusion of the divisions, which include race, religion, color, and creed, all divides created and perpetuated by man, begin to crumble in the face of oneness. Marrying oneness and the concept of reincarnation means we have each been that which we love and that which we hate. We begin to see that death is an illusion put in place to help us evolve within the time span called life. Once we learn how to tap into this wisdom, we become authentically empowered. Most of us have walked this earth and perhaps beyond at various levels of the evolutionary chain. This perpetual cycle is what empowers our will to evolve, to be better, to forever reach onward and upward toward the light of the infinite source. Just as the tree dies in winter to be rejuvenated in spring, as does our souls, as do the stars. As below, so above. As above, so below. Our perception of life is viewed through the lens of duality: good versus evil, self versus others, light versus dark. Duality is a simplistic but necessary part of our learning in the human experience. But beyond this veil of duality lies unity, the understanding that everything is interconnected and part of the same divine essence. This perspective encourages us to see beyond judgment, competition, and fear, inviting us instead to embrace love, compassion, and unity as guiding principles. In daily life, duality plays out vividly when you are cut off in traffic, ill, or whenever bad luck strikes. Most people perceive these experiences as bad outcomes that should be feared and avoided. Non-dual thinking, on the other hand, looks deeper at the reason for these events to get to a place of understanding and acceptance. The notion that one experience is bad and the other is good, that human discomfort dictates the spiritual relevance of an experience, may itself be the root cause of much of human discontent. This thinking puts experiences in a silo of either good or bad. Oneness means each of these experiences is just that, an experience, not to be judged, but to be experienced as an opportunity for learning, growth, or development of self. These opportunities or catalysts are neither good or bad. They just are. They are moments to be met with grit, determination, and will. They are opportunities to learn in the Earth School. The idea that you are God is not about inflating the ego, but recognizing the sacred essence within all things. This realization shifts our identity from the small self, limited by fear and separation, to the infinite self, boundless and divine. When you see yourself as God, you also see others as divine. This dissolves fear and judgment, allowing love to flow freely. Non-duality teaches that God is the universe, and the universe is you. To be God means to see and act from a state of oneness. While this concept can be mind-boggling, here are some easy practices to integrate this truth. See the divine in all. Whether it's a stranger, a tree, or a challenging situation, perceive everything as an expression of the same universal essence. Even the person that cut you off in traffic. Remember, God is pure love. A good first step is to see others as mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and sons and daughters. Let go of judgment. Oneness invites us to release the habit of labeling experiences as good or bad. Instead, view them as opportunities for growth and understanding. Embody the principle that everything happens for a reason. Search within to find the reason. Then meet the moment or ride the rhythm with grace. Practice presence. Be fully present in each moment. Recognize that the now is where the divine is most vividly experienced. Do not live in the past or future. Live in the now. Act from unity. In your interactions, act with compassion, knowing that others are not separate from you. Their joy and suffering are intrinsically linked to your own. This is difficult for most people, as we are all under the illusion of separateness. We have embraced this theory for many lifetimes. However, the next step in human evolution calls that we embrace this unity. As the next step in spiritual evolution is living from the heart, contemplate and meditate on oneness. Regularly sit in stillness and reflect on the interconnectedness of all things. This practice strengthens your awareness of unity. You are the tree that grows from the ground and the air that gives life. Embrace this with wonder and gratitude. The goal of evolution is to realize oneness through self-realization and self-reflection, transcending the illusion of individuality, essentially using our free will to pierce the veil of forgetting and separation. While I have explained the concepts to you, oneness cannot be taught. Rather, it is a state of consciousness that may be experienced and practiced, but is not easily described. To embody non-duality in daily life means to live from the awareness that separation is an illusion. Oneness is the recognition that underlying the multiplicity and diversity of experience of each of us as individuals, there is a single, infinite, and indivisible reality whose nature is pure consciousness, love, and light. Spiritual alchemy invites us to remember that we are not separate from the divine, but one with it. As you move through your day, carry this truth with you. You are God. You are infinite. You are love. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this message resonates with you, share it with others and subscribe for more explorations of spiritual wisdom. Until next time, may peace and light guide you always. Namaste.